This is the new Mazda 6, unless of course you park it next to the current Mazda 6, in which case it's the world's hardest spot the difference puzzle. You see, there's not that much that's actually new about the exterior of this 2017 refresh. What you do get, however, are some clever new safety systems, a better drive experience, and in this, the top-spec Atenza model, an interior that's been redesigned to take on the premium brands. So is that enough to put the Mazda 6 on your shopping list? Let's find out. The Mazda 6 has been kicking about in its current form since December 2012, and it underwent a more thorough update late last year. For this 2017 refresh, the focus has been on refinement, with Mazda promising a quieter cabin and a smoother drive right across the range. Pricing and engines remain unchanged, with buyers still able to choose between a wagon or sedan powered by a 2.5 litre petrol, while a 2.2 litre diesel is available in every trim other than the entry-level Sport. Both are paired with a 6-speed automatic transmission. Both engines have been tweaked to be quieter, with special attention paid to reducing the knock and clatter of the diesel engine. There's more technology to be had too, with Mazda adding digital radio to all trim levels, while the already standard across the range AEB systems get a new feature that recognises pedestrians, along with added safety technology like blind spot monitoring. Inside, every trim level gets this newly designed steering wheel, but the best new stuff is reserved for the top-spec models. In the Atenza, for example, you're now surrounded by Nappa leather, while in both this and the GT trim level, you get heated rear seats as well as a memory function for both the driver's seat and head-up display. Speaking of which, both those trim levels also get this new system called road sign recognition, which basically reads the road signs as you pass them, then displays that information up on the screen. It's pretty clever tech. Every Mazda 6, from the entry-level Sport to the mid-range Touring and GT to the top-spec Atenza, now gets Mazda's G vectoring control as standard. It's a system that's supposed to make you feel like a smoother driver. Mazda tells me that system works by minimising those tiny corrections you're always making as a driver, regardless of whether you're going in a straight line or around a corner. And it does it by shifting the mass of the car over the front axle when you turn into a bend and over the rear axle when you turn out. When you're travelling in a straight line, it basically matches the engine's torque to your steering inputs. Again, the whole thing is just supposed to give you a smoother drive experience. Now, Mazda also tells me that the system is supposed to be subtle, and in that I can tell you that they've definitely succeeded. I, for one, can't really notice the system working, but I gotta say, overall, it is a really smooth drive experience. There's some pretty cool technology in here too. The top-spec models get road sign recognition. Now what that means is that if you're driving along at 80 kilometers an hour and you come across a school zone or roadworks, the system will read that new speed sign and then display the speed here on the head-up display. It's pretty clever. Now it's not infallible, it doesn't read every sign and it does miss some, but it is an extra safety net. There are some drawbacks though. This pillar here is quite thick and it can obstruct your vision if you're turning right or left. And the steering, while really nicely weighted at speed, is actually almost too heavy in slow speed situations like in a car park. In the grand scheme of things though, they're really minor gripes. And I gotta say, it's nicely refined overall. Okay, so Mazda haven't really reinvented the wheel here, and the changes, well, they're subtle at best. But they do add more appeal to an already pretty appealing car. To read the full review, click here, and don't forget to subscribe to stay on top of all our latest videos.